Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
This is a CBS News special report.
And rather, reporting for CBS News from New York. The Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. was shot to death by an assassin late today as he stood on a balcony in Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah, neighborhood in Boston. Giving a shout out right now to SPR in the streets. Y'all already know what it is. Schwarzenegger. It's neighborhood in Boston. Big shout out to SPR, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
Y'all see the title. This is an animated series from Nellie Fuller Jr. I reacted to one before and it said they programmed us to be dumb. So with no further ado, let's see what our folks have been and need to be up to.
But you see them walking down, picking up the sidewalk, acting like they can whip everybody. Sure, they can whip somebody who looks just like them, because that's permitted. Permitted by whom? The white supremacists. They don't care. Kill everybody in the neighborhood. So what? There's another black neighborhood gone. There's another one down the street, ready to go.
So they can come back in, clean them up, and reoccupy them or let some other non-black people have them.
What's the big deal? You better be careful about whose space you get into when you get carried away with what you can do to other black people. And what's pitiful about it is most of us know that. Very few of us don't know that. We know whose space to get into. And we know just about how much backing we have.
Shame. Shame.
Black person in handcuffs. All kinds of tattoos. All kinds of long record for being able to whip everybody since 9th grade. Standing there in handcuffs in an orange jumpsuit. In his best hairdo, saying, "Yes, Your Honor." Why don't you use the kind of language toward Your Honor that you use with the people that you encounter right there in your neighborhood? The one that you say that you're a master over. The one that you can terrorize. All the females flocking to you and halfway scared of you. Knock them around all over the place. Call them all.
That's crazy. You say that. We just seen old boy tripping. I couldn't tell if that was a male or a female right before the shooting broke out, just tripping him, knocking him down for no reason. Unnecessary shit.
Kind of names. Why don't you call Your Honor that same name? Snatch him from behind the bench. No. See, we're great show people. Greatest show people on earth. 3 9mm, one in your sock. one in your waistband, one in your side pocket, ready to take on the entire world in a movie, in a homemade video, or passing a bus stop full of black people fixing to go to work. Or you can terrorize them.
I wonder if this is where Nipsey was getting them jewels when he talk about how he leave, or us, one of us would leave our home, our area, and go past everybody that look different from us and go find ourselves, someone look just like us that we've seen in the mirror, to go do some harm to. He said it in his own words, but he was such a well-read person. These animated series come from books. And I have a suspicion he may have been remixing the knowledge that he gained and soaked up from a source such as this.
Why don't you take on the champ? Which usually is just one or two white supremacists who just come and say, now, I think you better behave because you're disturbing my peace. Now, if you don't think I can handle you, try me. And I haven't been on this planet forever, but I've never seen a situation on a large scale, or never heard of one on a large scale, of any significance throughout the history of the black male, because that's who I'm talking about, who didn't chicken out in a moment of real crisis. So I don't want to hear it in this stalwart Black History Month.
Wow. That's a slap in your face from an elderly black man. Every time? Damn, I don't understand how he draws such a stark conclusion. Every time? Huey P? Come on, man, every time?
About that all-powerful black male. Because I've seen our record, particularly in the last, I'll say, just in this area of the world, 60 years. And we've had a few who did things the way that they ought to be done.
Okay, we've had a few. I ain't gonna argue with this man. He acknowledged a few. Shit, let him cook.
They protested in the street. They carried signs. They talked about non-justice. Martin Luther King, people like that. Fannie Lou Hamer, as a black female, backing up black males who got out there and tried to do something that made sense, rather than just terrorize the neighbors. And that's doing what we're supposed to do from the weak position that we have. Only time we show all this bravery is when we are mistreating other victims of racism.
So sad, but so true. Gotta do better, y'all. Look what state the city is in right now. Ain't a hair harmed on a white person's head. But we are causing a lot of pain and grief to our own mothers, sisters, brothers, and fathers at this very moment. Not only in South Central Los Angeles, but around the map, bro.
For the most part, some exceptions. Nelson Mandela, exception. Martin Luther King, exception. Malcolm X, exception. A substantial list, but well-spaced. Well-spaced. All those black males in between, usually the ones who are doing hard time.
I like the way he avoids speaking in absolutes. I attempt to practice the same thing, even when I'm trying to represent something that is extremely predominant in any certain area, I still try to leave room for the exception. And I see he practices that. And that is a wise practice for anyone that's speaking, because as soon as you speak in absolutes, you back yourself against the wall. For when the exception pops up, now you look like the fool.
If you look at what they are charged with, most of it is mistreating, whether they're guilty or not, but most of it is for mistreating other prisoners of war, the race war, people that look like.
I like to say, not bragging, but just as a factual matter, first time I went to prison was for a robbery of a Caucasian individual. The other times I've been in prison was for like possession of a firearm. And the case that I caught in Arizona, hold on, I swear it was a weed case, was actually an assault and battery case on a Caucasian, a bouncer at a club, big old 6'7" muff, big old corn-fed, soft muff. Oh, my mama. So at least I can disqualify myself from fitting in that category.
Themselves. Can't stand themselves and want to kill everything that looks like them.
And in Huntsville, Alabama, even though the incident involved another prisoner of war or slavery, when I got to court and had a hearing, I was charged with fire to occupied dwelling. The lady who got up on the stand to testify that she was in her house relaxing when a bullet came through, she was also a Caucasian.
And laugh about it and call it an accomplishment. Now, I harp on this because this is one thing that should be real passe. As they say in the hip-hop culture, I think they call it whack. That's really whack.
Wacko No 100. That's exactly what he is in the hip-hop culture. He got the perfect name. Great point, sir.
I think that's what they call it. Makes no sense at all and has been embraced in every generation. Didn't just start. As far back as I can remember. Black male carrying the Saturday night razor. I'm going to cut me somebody before the night's over. Oh, yeah. Who are you going to cut? Who are you going to cut, Jimmy? Who are you going to cut, Mac? Well, I'm going over to the dance hall. Who's in the dance hall, Mac? I'm going to cut me somebody who breaks bad over at the dance hall. Who is it that's going to break bad in the dance hall, Mac? Somebody that looks like me. Somebody I probably went to school with.
That's deep, especially when you going to party with homies. Crips don't plan on going to go party with too many damos, going to a hood function, holding the wall. You going with that attitude, knowing it's going to be a gang of homies there. It's deep, y'all.
Before I dropped out, and they dropped out. So we meet up 18 years later, and we slash each other to death in the alley. And that's supposed to be a big deal and the purpose for being on the planet. Now, there are millions of black people who think just like that. And they are not all just in this area of the world. They are south of here, in places like Brazil. They look forward to that kind of foolishness. It's an old black tradition while we're talking about black history. That's a huge part of black culture. It needs to stop, and it needs to stop as of tonight. We need to do some thinking and just say enough of that. Been there, done that. Forget it. No more gang tattoos. I mean, who are we fooling? Who can we really whip? A very limited number of people. And certainly nobody who is smarter and more powerful than we are, particularly somebody who is really an army. A system of white supremacy. You know anything about taking that on? No, nothing, zero. Better start tap dancing.
getting hard trying to live in this land, Lord. I'm sick of paying rent, I wanna be the landlord. Not too many children in my section 8 last night. Lights out, they on section 8. We get constipated from that government cheese. Paying taxes, steady get a government cheese. Don't nothing change no matter who we vote for. So why waste time even going to try to vote for? When you grind so hard, you supposed to see profit. Why we so broke? We supposed to be prophets. We never had a choice on coming to America. I feel something real bad is coming to America. I don't write the mayor, they say I got a right to, but I don't even know where a nigga supposed to write to. I keep my chest up and head to the sky until the day I burn or head to the sky.
There was many bad days. Lord, I've had hills to climb and sleepless nights. But when I look around and see what you've done for me, I say thank you, Lord, and I won't complain. Yeah, no.
I'm no devil, I know that I'm God's son, but I still smoke weed with my godson. And even though they say the woman is the backbone, we just wanna see them laying on their backbone. Thumb through the word, but you know what's confusing? Between the experts, it's so much confusion. I want it all, for all that I care about. I want a ball, that's all that I care about. Travel 50 states, broke 48 laws. Ran across a book called 48 Laws. Some say it's bad, some say it's a good book. I say it ain't got nothing on the good book. I ain't tripping on going to the motherland. On the other hand, I like to buy my motherland. What price can we all get peaceful? Stay at war and swear that we peaceful.
Many good days and bad days. I've had some hills to climb and Lord, sleepless nights. When I look around and see what you've done for me, I'll say thank you, Lord. I won't complain.
What's wrong? Can't we all get along? Wanna buy a home, but can't get along. I'm trying to stay focused and write the right rhymes, cause these days everybody write rhymes. Uncle went to the rehab, hooked on morphine. It seems he came out even more fiend. Don't wanna see cuz die or blood bleed. We all lose every time black blood bleed. Holla Hail Mary, a light no candle, but I'm still trying to handle what I can do. I go hard for what I need, so it's ample. Watch me, you won't need no example. Crucial situation, my life in a crisis. Need to trade my life in for crisis. Please forgive me for what I did last night. I don't know, this might be my last night.
I don't worry. I tell you, I'm a man who believed that I died 20 years ago, and I live like a man who is dead already. I have no fear whatsoever of anybody or anything.
You've said, Minister Malcolm, you have to expect the Negroes to rise up sooner or later.
Oh, yes.
What does that mean?
Well, just the same thing that it meant in South Vietnam and these other places where you find oppressed people. Sooner or later, they rise up against the oppressor. When the Jews were being brutalized in Poland, there came a time when they couldn't take it anymore, and they fought back. They didn't have too much to fight with, but they fought back. And I think every oppressed people, no matter how meek and humble they are, after you drive them so far, they're going to strike back.
Yeah, neighborhood Nick Bussin. Giving a shout out right now to SPR in the streets. My logo, y'all already know what it is. Schwarzenegger. Snakewood and that Hustle. Big shout out to SPR, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe, stay tuned, all that.